Really, Gimli? Really? It's been a week and it's only been a weekend. So I decided that I wasn't going to film it. I was just going to go live. So that's how we're going to do this. And I don't have the power cord. So hopefully my phone won't run out of power before we're done this. Been a weekend. Nothing went as planned, but a lot of stuff got done at the lady who's moving. I now know when she has to be out. She's got to move out by the 31st. She's got a long way to go. And my car is stuffed. And my trunk is full of paint. House paint. House stain. God knows what else. I don't. It was too dark and got too chilly to be out there in a t-shirt trying to figure it out. So I'm just now at 8:22 in the evening getting to Lorianne's box, which arrived on Friday. So I thought I would do this live. Oh, she used a, well, that's helpful. I can use that to ship. Gimli's back there somewhere. He's in trouble. So she said more than once I could open it live or I could open it, you know, but make sure I film it because I think she knows it's my birthday month. And I think she snuck stuff in. So, oh my, very well packed. Very, very well packed. I don't know which one or both of them does the shipping, but Lorianne and Gino, they have fantastic stuff and they know how to do shipping. Okay, so, you know, I haven't done friend mail in a while because I haven't bought from too many people. I did a little bit and then I tried not to, but I saw this. I had to. Look at that. Now it's still got deals in there. Look at that box. Isn't that fabulous? That was absolutely fabulous. And the price was reasonable for a cool vintage black cat. Perfect for Halloween. I absolutely love it. Yes, I'm replacing you. You go hide back there. He is just out of sight. He's like right behind this box. He was outside with me when I was trying to go through and get stuff out of the car, and that was fine. But the minute Mike got home, he decided he wanted to run around in the dark in the backyard and play hide and go seek. And that was a problem. Oh, what is this? A tube. A tube of stuff. A rubber band. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to have to flatten these. But I'm sorry. Look at that. These are gorgeous. Now, there's something on the back of one of them. This is, whoops, there we go. Actually, I didn't check to see if, yeah, I am live. There we go. I just wanted to make sure I didn't put it on private. But I know people aren't used to me just popping on, so I don't expect anybody to be here. And Sam from Pink Elephant Parlor, her sale is going on right now, and somebody else was. Sam has a fabulous channel. Who's live right now? Two Old Guys Vintage. Scott sells stuff. Who is, that's not the Scott we all know, I don't think. That's a different one. The Traveling Button Vintage. Her sales right now. A lot of y'all are there. Jocelyn's having another whatnot sale. But Sam, the Pink Elephant Parlor, Sam's got her Christmas sale going on. And I'm sure a bunch of y'all are there. And that's okay. Absolutely okay. and Traveling Button Vintage. They have some cool stuff. If you've never been to Sam of the Pink Elephant Parlor, she finds the most amazing porcelain figurines. I mean, just amazing stuff that she finds. And then Lorianne, you can't beat Lorianne for the ephemera stuff she finds and the quirky. And it's all vintage and it's just fabulous. So I don't remember. She said there was some stuff going in. Oh, look, Pussycat Pussy. I need to get this box out of the way. It's going to drive me crazy. It's going to drive you crazy. So what the back of this has, Pussycat, Pussycat, where have you been? Oh, wait. No, there's two. Oh, something bowl of blackbirds. So then this is Jack and Jill. Oh, I'd love to know who. Oh, okay. Margaret Tarrant is the artist. That's maybe why I have these, because I don't remember bidding on these. But I knew the artist because I know her fairy work. And there are actually tiles made of some of her artwork. And this one's just some of the pages that have these in it. And these would be really cool. You know, these would be really cute because like a Tisket, a Tasket, it's all one page. Bye Bye Baby. You could frame these, even just the lyrics ones with the line drawings, because they'd be fabulous to have in a baby's room. Or if you just happen to like that poem. What's this one? I don't know what that one would be. Now, Margaret Tarrant is, I believe, English. So, yeah, there's a note on this page. It talks about her. She's a noted artist. She did a lot of stuff involved with kids' books, but they actually, like Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary. There's a whole line of girls at the bottom, pretty maids all in a row. But she was most known for the fairy illustrations. Took off in popularity. I'm looking to see if there's one in here. And she really, it went nuts. There's postcards and things, and look at this one with the black cat. Isn't that cute? So that is pretty cool. I like some of those. Some of those will stay. But she became so well known that some tile manufacturer actually made tiles. Hello, hi Linda, hi Lisa. But somebody actually made ceramic tiles of her fairy artwork. I've been trying to get my hands on one for years. They don't come up often. Partly because, too, they were made in Britain, so you're not going to find them here too much. I don't know what she has done. She's got the little thank you note card. Look at that cute little thing. Tuck that in there. She just she has filled this box. Enter at your own risk. Ah. Yeah, I know that you were sending me something too. She said she filled the box the rest of the way and added some stuff. So I know now. I'm betting that all of these are probably the I had wanted to get them ages ago, and then they didn't sell, so I was able to get them later. They're all vintage dollhouse furniture. But some of this other, I don't know what oh. Wow, this one's in great shape too. Look at that. Corners are still squared. It's not even warped. I think the kid read it once. There's just a faint hint of a crease. Look at that. Look how tight those pages are. Yeah, the kid never read this. He might have looked through it once, but didn't read it. Oh, that's cool. I can upgrade the copy I have of this one. Because this one is, I think, the 70s? July 1976. So, yeah, this is the one from the 70s. And my copy of it is really dog-eared. So this is an upgrade. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can upgrade my collection. Now, this is the other thing I bought. So it's really, really awesome. Honestly, I love Biestle. Is it Biestle? Biestle? Biestle is the vacuum cleaners. Biestle, you know those old cardboard things we all grew up with? I absolutely love their Halloween stuff. And this is their little wooden things that were cut out, but those ink colors and the designs are absolutely inspired by them. And so it comes with a little string so that you can make your own like wooden garland. I love the potions. That owl is awesome. And I saw this and I'm like, I have to have this. Look, it's a Gimli. He likes to lay around like that. Oh, this is awesome. So I'm going to have to string these up and decorate the TARDIS. That's why I got them. Aren't these fabulous? And these aren't vintage. They're vintage inspired. I don't know where she got them. But I don't know if she can get more. But these are fabulous. These are absolutely fabulous. And I just could not resist. See, I get myself in trouble. I get myself in trouble when I watch people's sales, so I try not to do that. I like to stop in, give you a thumbs up, and then I'll just try to let it play in the background and then not buy, but oh, I know, and it's dog-eared as can be, but somewhere in our attic, there's a full moon, and the thing's big. It's like this high, and it's a Biestle. And it's a full moon and a witch riding a broom across in front of it. I absolutely love that thing. And it is taped together so much. And the black cat, too, is taped together in bits and pieces. Because they're from, I mean, those were old when I was a kid. So mom probably picked them up, I don't know, maybe sometime in the late 40s, early 50s. And miracle, they're still, let's put it this way, they're so old, like when you see the more recent ones, little rivets that hold like arms and stuff on the cat, they're made with like aluminum now. They're silver. These are so old, the little rivet pieces are brass. That's how old they are. So that was some nice little surprises there. This stuff, though, I'm pretty sure is all going to be the dollhouse furniture. And she had such a good price because she had been at an auction, and it was one of those where, you know, it's a big lot and you get it all. And nobody was taking the dollhouse furniture, but some of it was Renoir. So I went, well, I'll take it. I thought so. This was the little tiny stuff. Look at this teeny little cradle with the little heart. Isn't it adorable? Now, I had to laugh because somebody put this in there as a table, but we all know what this is. We all know this is for in the center of the pizza, so the lid doesn't stick to the cheese. But it works as a tiny table. So I love that there's tiny little railings That just cracked me up. I don't know what kind of dollhouse they would have been to, but see, they've got little pegs. They got little peg parts to the feet, so they would have gone on something. Now, this one is probably made in Hong Kong because it's that softer plastic. My phone's at an angle. I keep forgetting where the camera is. Now, this one is the one, like, this is that early hard plastic, which is called styrene. Now, this has a maker's mark, but without, I'm not going to be able to read it without a thing. But this, look at it inside. It's got the coverlet and the baby bottle and a little tiny rattle. Isn't that cute? And then this one is the rocking horse. Now, this, it has a name across here, but it's really hard to see. I think this one says made in Hong Kong, which is great because if it were Renoir, I couldn't use it for what I want to use it for. But I want to make, you know how they have like the Island of Misfit toys? And I want to make like a little assemblage of the toys. And so I wanted to get that for that one. This one, though, is an older one. I grew up playing with ones like that. So I was pretty sure that was the itty bitty stuff. And oh, Lisa, did you see in the beginning? Because I know you like cats. I'll ask her, Lisa, about the wooden Halloween thing. So I could not resist. I paid $10 for it. I think that was a steal of a price. She had a couple of these, and I think she may have sold all of them. It's new old stock, sport heels. But look at that box. Oh my God, look at that box. Now, they are, I'm going to be really careful with this old cardboard. So it still has the heels in it, but it cracks me up is they're white. Well, they were white. So I'm guessing these are like, I don't know, are these the heels for golf shoes or what? I mean, you've got spot for the holes to go in for rivets or something. But I was like, why is it so heavy? Oh, that's right. She said the heels were still in there. So, but she had a couple of these and I couldn't resist that. That is just too perfect, especially considering there's 3 black cats in the house. You have the doctor and you have Frodo and you have Brat back there who's now sleeping. You have Gimli. So now this I wanted because this is going to be added to my Snowman collection. I've never seen this kind of salt and pepper shaker set. Why am I hearing? I think there's still a little salt in there. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. So this is how I couldn't figure out how it works. So it slides and closes one side, and then the holes are there in the other. But I've never, ever, ever seen one that looked like that. And so a little smudge there, but I'm going to clean that up. But it's a snowman. Reminds you of those old console TVs that our grandparents had. I could not resist. I absolutely couldn't. And I was the first one. She barely had the name out, the number for it out of her mouth, and my hand was already on the keyboard. So that would be awesome. So, first time what for you, Linda? Seeing a friend mailing haul? Well, flipping crazy if you like jewelry, but she also has vintage. She has other stuff, but she does a lot of sales in the course of a week. But she also does jewelry sales. some right out of the box where she gets a bulk lot. So you can get really cool stuff from Lisa at Flippin' Crazy. Well, this is the challenge one. Okay, so we got another one of those little, but this one actually has the baby in it. So that's what that little piece is for. Like the other one had a square in the center of it. It's because there's supposed to be a piece that you slide the little baby doll under. And see, I think this one might be a Renwall. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But in the bottom there, I don't think you'll be able to see it. But in the bottom is an etching of Donald Duck. Now, that's a Renwall piece. This looks like a tiny little nightstand. So I'm not sure what that one is. Oh, this is a little ottoman. And there was just this random little duck. He reminds me of the early Mark's Toys. But he's just this random little meant to float little tiny duck. Oh, good night, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa is trying to clear out too. So it's just what I think she's hoping to be able to move at some point. I can't imagine trying to move with all this stuff. So this one is the whole cool little set. Yeah, this one actually says a Renwall product. Actually has the whole thing on there and the patent number. So this brought a lot of memories. I think this playpen, this exact kind, well, ours didn't have this. But the playpen with the bar with the wooden beads on it here, and they're big and they're heavy and the kid can't tip them over because these modern ones, the kids start climbing and they end up tipping the whole thing over. Nobody tipped this sucker over because it's huge and it's wood and it is solid. It's still in our attic. So, and it has the little mat down inside. So it has that and it has the little rocking horse, which that rocking horse, I think, goes with it. I'll have to see. And then there's this little one. And then this little lamp has the Renwall mark in the back of it. But that's a little lamp. So, but this little guy will end up in an assemblage. He has a repaired front hoof. But there's going to be some cute little... No, let's put you back down in the box. Away from furry children. So, come on, open. Oh, I might need this. I don't know where you can get these. This is Clever Cutter. Wawa uses these all the time. And you forget and it's in your pocket, or you bring your apron home to wash it and you empty it and you forget to take it out. So I have a couple leftovers. It's spelled with a K. It says Clever Cutter on it. And there's tiny little blades way up in there. Boy, this thing comes in handy. Wow, this is the size for Edith Ann. Look at the size of this one. This is not a dollhouse. This is definitely for a doll. No maker's mark, but that's really cool. That's just, you know, let's see, the Dawn dolls would be a little bit too small. Barbie'd be too big. And Skipper would be too big. Didn't Barbie at some point in the 70s have another even smaller, or did it make Skipper smaller? That cute piece. This kind of furniture, the block, this is what I remember. Though this is a little bit harder plastic than what I have. I gave my dollhouse and a lot of its furniture. Oh, it's a pity. This one's missing its back legs. To my niece. Okay, so whoopsie. Hey, what are you rocking away from? Get in the box then. That's cool. But I'm laughing. So I've only ever seen these in like TV or old ads. It's a television stereo console. And they made a toy of it. I've never seen a real one. I've never actually seen a real one anywhere, but I've seen old ads for them. And I was watching a movie once and they had one in there where it was the massive TV console, but half of it was the stereo. That cracks me up. Oh, Linda, yeah, check out Lisa's channel. Because Lisa also has a spot at an antiques booth. So she knows her stuff and she has some cool stuff, but different days can be different sales. Hey, that's a cool coffee table. It's made to fit into the corner. Again, that's early because it's the hard plastic as opposed to the more PVC vinyl kind of. Oh, now look, there's the stairs and it's got the holes in it. We had the railings in the other package. So that's what that goes to, and that goes to some kind of house. So maybe I can resell that one as a what do they call it? Replacement part. But I have to figure out what it's to. I think this looks like the top of an old mailbox, doesn't it? But it doesn't fall through. I don't know what that one is. I mean, it could be a little bench with a nice little hidey spot. Now this one's more that slightly squishy vinyl stuff that I had in the 70s. But look, they got stickers to actually make cushions. Mine didn't come with that. I feel cheated. I had my dollhouse. I had one of those Sears catalog metal. Oh, maybe. Metal dollhouses that didn't last Christmas Day. My dad came around the corner and tripped over it, put a dent in the roof with his knee. That day. I didn't have that thing a day before some twit did something to it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. I know what that is. That's not a TV. I don't think. I think that's an old radio. Because in the center, it says MR, and then there's all these like wires. It's not a fan, but it's an old radio. Tabletop radio. Now that's for a lamp. But I don't see a top for a lamp. This is newer. Got a sticker with a teddy bear on the end. Got a little high chair. Little teeny little footstool. Now this is a hard styrene bed. I used to make little tiny plants for dollhouses. And I just think it would be really cool to have this be little tiny flowers all over, just as a little decoration. And then there's a bigger one. But some of because like this is, like I said, this is more the stuff that I grew up with. You know, it's kind of like a plastic, but it's not a vinyl either, but it's bendable. This stuff is not. This will crack. All those old candy containers that everybody's so thrilled with, that I would love to get my hands on some Halloween ones like that are the hard plastic. That's styrene. This is the same stuff. So some of this I got, like the two Renoir pieces, I was gonna just try to put them up online. But some of the others, it's like I have actual plans for you know, doing something with it and actually have started putting, for some craft things, I've actually started putting the stuff aside in a drawer so that I know where all of it is, because it was a drawer that was full of maps and stuff and from my dad from all those family vacations. So that way I know where everything is. It's all in one place. So I emptied that because there was a lot that, you know, and there'll be a lot of maps coming up. There'll be a lot of maps coming up for sale for decoupage stuff, because old maps are kind of cool because they have more color. Like nowadays, they're very plain. They don't have any colors to them. They don't have any shading. But those old maps, they're far more colorful. Just because they always put like a background color, every route number, because not everything was all major highways. You had to go by route numbers if the map's old enough. So sometimes a route number would be one color, a state highway would be a different color. So not only is there colored backgrounds, they usually would have each county in the state be a different color. So they are really fun, I think, to decoupage with, to craft with. And I've got a huge box of them. Between what I pulled out and then what Mrs. Hampton gave me, I've got a lot of maps. The box is one of those long boxes for reams of paper, not the typical smaller one. No, this is a long one, and it's full. Between her and I filled that box. 90% of it's just maps. So that'll be coming up. So I thought, like I said, I thought I'd pop on and show the cool stuff I got from Lorianne and the neat little surprises she had in there. I love the Margaret Tarrant things. I love this little snowman. I got my snowman collection. My vintage snowmen that are not frosty. I have a thread driving me nuts on a black shirt. Where did I get a white thread from? I'm not a fan of Frosty, the Rankin Bass Frosty. For some reason, as a little kid, he gave me the creeps. Do not like Rankin Bass's Frosty the Snowman. And there's a whole story about how I killed Frosty, which is under, I think it's in the challenges playlist. But there's a video from last Christmas on how I killed Frosty the Snowman. It had unintended consequences that involved a screaming child. Yeah. I don't want to spoil it for you. You'll love it. It's hilarious, but somewhere there's a kid in therapy because she saw me kill Frosty. So anyway, so I thought I'd pop on just to do a quick unboxing. Lorianne's stuff, I know she's going to be looking for this. Lorianne's stuff is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And I'm going to have to email you and ask you about those Halloween, the banner, the garland. That's all right. That's the word I'm looking for. That Halloween garland, because, man, you'll be able to sell that hand over fist if you have more. Those are fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So have a good night. Lisa already said goodbye. She's off to bed. She starts her days early, and it's 5 minutes to 9. And I promised Mike that I would be done by 9 so that we can watch him. We try on Sunday evenings to watch a movie together or something. So, because the rest of the week we see each other in passing. So I'm going to go. Linda, you have a good night. I hope you had fun watching all this little unboxing. And I know Lisa has sent me something. That hasn't arrived yet. So there'll be another one of these at some point. Those are the only ones I know of. Was Lorianne's and Lisa, because I bought one thing off Lisa, but she said there's other stuff in there. So I don't know. Maybe there'll be more surprises. It's happened last October. There were 1 or 2 packages. Somebody last year, and I still don't know who, because I like some of the Japanese candies, and you can never find them. Well, somebody went to this website, Goldbelly. I still have the sticker sitting here, just because I think he's funny looking with the eye patch. I just think he's hysterical. And they sent me a box, and I don't know if it was friends from here or family, though I would think my family, they would definitely put it to let me know it was from them, or if it was one of my night owls. But somebody sent me a box that was all these cool all these cool Japanese candies. So it happened last year too. Suddenly stuff showed up, which I'm so not used to. I'm really not. I didn't even have my first birthday party until I was 40, because there was only 2 other kids my own age. So we didn't have a party. Mom would just take us places. Where do you want to go? So I'm not used to having surprise packages. The surprises come up with packages in October. I'm not used to that. Hi, Val. You showed up just as I'm saying goodnight. You'll have to go back and see it. It's because I have to be upstairs by 9 to go watch a movie with Michael. But it was a box from Sugar Britches Sweet Ass Stuff, and it was some real cool. I will show you, Val, my 2 favorite pieces out of this is I absolutely love it's salt and pepper set. I couldn't figure out. I'm like moving it back and forth, and I'm like, something is in there rattling around. No, the lid slides. Isn't that cool? And then there's this. Oh, I had to. I bought this. I had to. And then I bought that vintage snowman. And I'd never ever seen anything like that. So I hope you guys who are catching it now have a good night. I'm gonna go watch whatever movie he's picked out. Hopefully it's not more crappy anime. I'm not a big fan of certain animes. One Piece, I'm not. I like the live action one. I'm not a fan of the anime one. All right, you guys have a good night. And Thursday night will be a live sale. I will see you then. And that the bag I kept saying I had stuff and I couldn't find it, was sitting 4 feet away from me. I kept walking past it. And that has that incredible ephemera from the video I did about stopping at a yard sale just in September. So that awesome, incredible 1940s and 50s vintage cards will be coming to the sale Thursday. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Bye.